6 of BFT, I'm Brian. We're over here at the Olight booth, and I've got Luke here, and he is telling us all about the new O-sight. Everybody's been waiting to see this. We've been talking about it all weekend. So tell us all about it, Luke.
Well, first off, obviously, this is our first red dot. This is our first time getting our toes into the game. And first impressions, it's going fantastic. I've been testing this model now for 6.5, well, about 7.5, 8 months. I was one of the early R&D testers. I've got a couple different shoddy versions, and all the way up to where we got it to where it ended up to, and I have been testing it to summer, just to put it bluntly.
Yeah.
They're great guns, great sights, I'm sorry. Armory footprint on it.
Right.
It's an IPX6 waterproof rating, so if you do want to go scuba diving, you're more than welcome to go. It's got almost a complete inch of full sight window.
That's awesome.
Don't quote me on it exactly. It's like 0.90, 0.94 on the vertical, and maybe like same thing kind of on the horizontal. That's awesome. Like I said, Armory footprint. It's got shake away after 10 minutes. I've timed it multiple times. Just sitting there putting it on my counter or whatever, and literally putting a timer to it. I mean, it's almost to the dot.
Wow.
On turn it off. I haven't had a problem with that yet. It's got auto adjusting brightness right here also. The sensor is right up there up front, actually above the decal. You have the option and ability to turn off both those options also. You can run with just leaving it on, putting on the brightness, and that's it.
All right.
Or you can, like I said, use them. The auto brightness is fantastic. I've used it for multiple like CQB styles for doing low light, high light switch transitions, and I haven't had no issues yet.
That's awesome.
I've got quite a few of them mounted. That doesn't come with. They have one available. It is a pick rail quick detach on this foot. So like 12 gauge, PCC chargers, Scorpion, stuff like that with pick rails on top.
Right.
And I actually took one and put it right behind the nipple on my AmmoSquared 12 gauge on my 500. We put it with 3 3/4, 3-inch double aught buck rounds, 325.
Yeah.
And it's me and buddy for like 4 hours. And my shoulder was purple and black. His was blue and black. And with that being said, we had a sighting on about a 25-yard steel plate.
Right.
And with that steel plate on that 25 yards from where we had our circles on it came down from where we were shooting about 3 to 4 MOA. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a couple owies, you shot them all around. But for the general vicinity, like I said, it came down that I wanted to change it. 3 clicks down, 2 clicks up. Wow. And that was it. It's a 3 MOA dot with a 45 MOA adjustment with 1 MOA per click.
Okay.
And obviously you don't see any battery housing on it.
Right.
And you do not have to take it off to change the battery and lose your zero, because we have this right here. And it is a dust cover / charging house.
Right.
USB-C charging. Depending on your power bank, you're looking at 40 minutes to an hour and a half. If you got a new iPhone, it's going up on your power bank. And like I said, USB-C, whatever. If you got an older style one, it might take you a little bit longer.
Okay.
It's got a shelf life for a full charge of roughly 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
The one I have, I stuck in my range bag the day after they gave it to me. Left it in there for 6.5 months before I touched it for the first time. It went from 100 to 91%. So definitely holds it. It will, on a full charge, it will charge this 3 times. 3 times. 3 times full.
Okay.
0 to 100, I think it's about a 40 to 50 minute charge, and that takes you to 100%.
Wow.
Your runtime, that's the big thing. People think just because we're giving you this portable charger, you got to charge it all the time.
Right.
Wrong. The battery that's in this and the battery that's in this is no different than what comes in a Trigicon CR 2025.
Right.
The battery is what your runtime is.
Right.
Your brightness of like a 1 to 3, which I don't know anybody who does that.
Right.
You're at 70,000 hours. That's where that big number comes from anybody. 70,000 hours.
Right.
4 to 7, 4 to 8, 90% of the people in this room, that's what you're running. 44 to 55,000 hours. Roughly. You go 8 or higher. Yeah, I mean, I think you're looking at maybe 4 to 10,000 on max, which anybody who puts it on max, you must have some insane eyes because it bleeds out any side I've got on max.
Right.
Like I said, you get plenty of runtime on it, and I've had nothing bad to say about it. I've got one mounted at a 45 degree on a 308 Diamondback. Same day, I've got like a 3.5 foot plate. We've got silhouette plates, and we sighted them in for 50 yards on that one. Once again, other than me being blind and having my occasional squirrely, I've got them at about a 3.5 to 4 inch grouping. I've got one at the 90 on the top of the Scar 17S. Same plate, same distance. We're just right next to North Carolina with a bunch of land, so we have our own range. but it's kind of the same thing. 3-4 inch grouping. If you're a better shooter, you can get it smaller.
Right.
I like to call myself a good shooter. That's myself. But I haven't had any issues with it. I've been dailying it now on an FNX 45 tactical for about 5.5 months.
Okay.
I can still carry it every day. I switch back and forth between that and Glock 23. Custom 23. Both of them running the same exact sight. All platforms I've got it on, other than maybe my 308 and the 12 gauge, have seen over 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 rounds. I've got right under 11,000 total throughout the whole, all, say, 8 sights I have. The most I've got on one is I stuck it on a 45-degree mount on a Radiant Arms 16.5-inch AR-556 I built. The day they came at the range, I had 46 magazines of 5.56 ring tip loaded. We shot all 46 of them. It ran flawless. Obviously, I sighted it in out the box. I do 3-shot sight-ins, 1, 2, 3, and then I go from there. It took me 4 cycles, 3-shot sight-ins, and I didn't touch it the rest of the day. Cool. Tweaked it a time or two here from moving from, whatever, different mounts, cantilever, stuff like that, but when I say tweak, you're talking a click or 2 here and there, maybe, max. But as far as it goes, I've had no problems with it. It's been fantastic.
So it's holding 0 on everything.
Like I said, other than when I tried to on my shotgun. My shotgun's the only thing that truly, from what I believe, knocked it off from what I had in there.
Right.
Which, like I said, 3.5 hours of that, I don't mind that. I can. That's understandable for me.
Yes.
No, I haven't done that to a Churchicon. I haven't done that, but I've never really been in the testing phase of anybody else's.
Sure.
Drop. I know. So we had it on top of the scar, put the scar upside down, and dropped it. That was devastating.
Yeah.
Not for the sight, for the scar.
Yeah.
I'm terrified for that. I've sat there. My wife yelled at me. I can't tell you how many times I've been sitting in the garage outside with the kids, letting them do it, and I'm just right on the side of the damn table. It boogered it up. I'll tell you that. Yeah. Still ran like a charm. I've smacked him or whatever. Now, no, I'm not taking it and throwing it 75 yards. I like my guns too much for that.
Right.
And I would never do that, even if I'm in a life or death situation.
Right.
But it has been pretty thoroughly tested. For me, in terms of guys, there's a good core group of people that I know that have been testers with me that I love guns. And I don't have near the money they do or the time they do. Right. They went above and beyond me. And I still put a lot into it. So I haven't had any issues. That's all I can say.
That's cool.
And the price point is unreal. Awesome. I mean.
Yeah, so tell us, we have 2 colors.
So, yes, we have a red dot version and we have a green dot version. Right. Till tomorrow, online and in person, the red dot is 159 and the green dot is I want to say 84-ish, maybe, 85-ish. And then after tomorrow, red goes up to 200 and the green still just 230. Another big, huge caveat with them is full 100%, every component, every aspect covered, lifetime warranty. Awesome. So if you go home and you make your wife mad and she throws it away or breaks it, you can get a new one. Or 10 years from now, if the battery dies out, which it don't matter who you are, what you make, that happens. Yeah. You get a hold of them, get in touch with them. Either they give you the same model, which that'll be a relic in 10 years. So you would get an equal to or better model. That's awesome. Right to your door for free. No problems there. No questions asked.
Cool, man. Well, Luke, thanks a lot.
I appreciate you. It was a pleasure talking with you guys. Yeah, have a good one.
All right, guys. Brian here again with 60DFT. We're still at the NRA meetings here in Dallas. I'm with Falcon, with Axil. Man, it's good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah. So I've been messing around with the X-Cores all weekend. You did not steer me wrong once again. So, 2 years ago or longer than that, we were talking about the GS Extremes, and those were great. But so with that, tell me what happened here. What's the transition from the GS Extremes to the X-Core?
Sure. So we created this product here. This is called the GS Extreme. We created this product for those in mind that didn't like the over-the-ear bulky muffs. What's really fantastic is we're still able to take all the technology and advancements in circuitry that Axil loves and created, and we're able to pack it into a small device. What happened was we found people really wanted a true wireless system. Right. And so they created the X-Core. This X-Core line has been phenomenal in part that we took better circuitry, it's called a digital circuit, and we packed it into our little Bluetooth buds. So not only can you rock these to the gym, working from home, whatever it is, but then it uses our noise compression technology to bring it down to normal listening levels while enhancing speech. which is phenomenal because you can also wear these to a range, and there could be combat explosions, 50 caliber rifles going off, and you're able to still wear these in the scenarios and have a full-blown conversation with somebody. Right?
Yeah, so they're awesome. So I see there's two different X cores. What's the difference between the two?
Yeah, so we have two different X cores. One of them is going to be called the X Core Digital, and the other one is just our normal X core. The difference is one has Bluetooth compatibility and the other does not.
Okay.
That is the only difference between the two, and that's for those that really don't care about the idea of having their phone on them if they're out hunting on the range, whatever it is. It's just the fantastic technology of the X core at a less expensive price tag.
Awesome.
That's the only difference.
Awesome. I still have your trackers, which those things are awesome.
Yeah.
So
I mean, these are tried and true. You know, I like to make the joke that everybody from World War II on knows what these are. 'Cause big, bulky, over the ears, right? But the great part is they work.
Yes.
Right? They work phenomenally.
They do.
It's just people are moving through the generational differences of do I want over the ear or do I want in the ear? Because when you cheek weld, these can get in the way sometimes.
absolutely. And I found, especially with the shotgun shooting, when you're shooting shotguns, these are very difficult to do. Pistol, they're not bad. You know, I mean, you don't have to worry about that. But for the rifle or shotgun, you have a lot of problems with that. That's where I love the earbud.
You're exactly right. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I don't have to tell you that. You know that on your own.
And so, what do we got over here?
So this is our newest release of the company. This is
Okay.
what we call our range speaker. So what's really neat about this is we boast a lot of really cool things. Everybody and their dog has a Bluetooth speaker. Okay? I mean, I have a drawer full of them at my house. But a couple of things that we do different is, number one, it's mountable, so you can mount it to a tripod, to the ceiling, whatever it is. Number two is that it's going to come with a charging bank system where you can charge your headphones or your phone off of it. It's going to have a runtime of a little over 20 hours before you need to charge it.
Yeah.
And the two best features, in my own personal opinion, is number one, you can sync over 100 of these together in unison to where you can have a big party on the range or whatever it is. And number two is we actually boast a higher than normal Bluetooth protocol range distance between the phone and the speaker. You can go over 300 feet with this before it disconnects from your phone.
Wow.
So it offers a lot of really neat, cool features at the same price point of any other Bluetooth speaker out there. It's just Axil, right?
Cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, speaking of price point, what are we looking at?
So I'll go off MSRP, of
Okay,
course, and
yeah.
then NRAAM show specials what we run on our website. So this being our newest release, we're looking at $249.99.
Okay.
Here at the NRAAM show, you're looking at $149.99, so $100 off. Yep. And then we also are running our tracker line in the ear, so MSRP on our trackers. Now, one thing to know about our over-the-ear trackers is we have three different kinds.
Okay.
We have a passive version, an electronic version, and then a Bluetooth version.
Okay.
The Bluetooth and the electronic versions are the exact same. One has Bluetooth for phone connectivity, calls, music, whatever it is. The other one is just your normal hearing enhancement protection, okay? So your passives, they're going to run you about $40.
Okay.
The electronics MSRP are going to be about $100. You'll find them on sale for about $50 here at the show and online. And then our Bluetooth ones are going to be $159.99, and then here at the show they're going to be $79.99. Okay. And then we'll jump over to the in-the-ears. One thing I did forget to mention is on our GSX, and well across the board for that matter, we have also partnered with companies such as Sig Sauer Firearms as well as NASCAR. So on our website at www.goaxil.com, you're able to find co-branded devices such as NASCAR or Sig Sauer if that's something you're into.
Cool.
Exact same product, different branding.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so we have our GS Extremes here. These GS Extremes are normally $199.99 down to $99.99.
Nice.
And then our two X cores, the Bluetooth version right here. These are normally $299.99 down to $149.99. And then our non-Bluetooth are $199 down to $99.99. So,
Sweet.
sorry, lots of stuttering there over nines. Lots of nines.
Yeah, nines.
Words,
But,
yeah.
well, I tell you what, you're telling me this on Friday, and it was just like, okay, I've been talking about getting them. I was like, I need a new one. So, yeah, I've been messing with them all weekend. They've been great. So,
That's awesome.
it's good to see you again,
Yeah,
and thanks for
absolutely. Always a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
So,
All right.
Awesome. I hope I didn't stutter too much.
No, dude, it's all good. It's all good. So,
How are you guys enjoying the last part of the show, the last stretch?
it's the last stretch, man. It's good. So I think my crew's about worn out, though.
So are we. Man, this concrete, we don't.
Oh, I know.
We should have just got the carpet.
Hey guys, Brian here with we're at the NRA annual meetings getting long and tiring, but it's been a great weekend. So I'm here with Dan with AmmoSquared. Dan, it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
You know, it's been a long time customer. You know, sitting here talking with you has been a great deal. So tell our audience here what AmmoSquared is about.
Yeah, so AmmoSquared is like a stockpile service. So essentially what we allow customers to do is to just build up a supply of ammunition that's available on demand. So we were talking a little bit earlier about the last shortage, the COVID shortage. And when we had customers that were accumulating ammo, and when that shortage hit, it was so sudden, all the store shelves went empty, and all they had to do was, hey, ship me my ammo, and then they got ammo when nobody else could find it. You know, so that's one use case. The other is just, hey, just automatically get a shipment on a regular basis. So you put in $5 a month, $20 a month, $50, $100, whatever your budget is, and then you set your shipping trigger, and it could be, you know, $300 because we do free shipping at $250. It could be 1,000 rounds. It could be every 3 months, every 6 months. So it's super customizable. And the main goal is really just to keep people in ammo, right? So you have ammo all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you from my perspective as being an instructor, you know, it's like, I have it set up, I order from y'all, and y'all ship it out when it hits my trigger. And if I'm teaching a class and somebody doesn't have ammunition, I've always got ammo to give them, you know, for class. And then I know that as soon as it hits my trigger again, it's going to get me resupplied, so I don't have to worry about going out and buying it somewhere else because I've already got it coming. So it's been really convenient for me. It's been great. So, you know, I've really enjoyed it. And you know, it's like you have enough variety in our too. You know, and I know y'all are always doing your best to find more and more. And of course, it's hard to keep up with everything.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, you do a great job. You really do. So you just need to give me some 6.5 years.
Oh, yeah. And we just added 6.5 Red Bull.
Okay.
So that's been asked for. We just added 45 70.
Okay.
That's another one's been asked for. And then I broke out the 5.56 into a green tail category.
Good.
So, yeah, you know, we respond to customers asking for, you know, stuff. And that's, you know, eventually we'll get around to adding when enough people ask for it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's 6.5 PRC. Who knows?
Yeah. So it's gotten to be a very popular calendar.
Yeah, what's cool is they have the options, right?
It's taking the place of a lot of others.
Yeah.
But no, y'all are doing a great job. It's good to be here. So what do you think about the first show that you've ever been to?
So it's been great. The NRA show here, it's so obviously we're in Idaho,
Right.
and so we have a digital conference, so we don't really see very many customers. Except for those that are doing local pickup at our warehouse, but to come out here, and then I told everybody, and it's like, hey, come see us at the NRA show. So we've probably had 20, 25 people come by and say, hey, I'm a customer. And we have a special patch for them, but it's been great to see.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, it's like when I saw that y'all were coming out here, that's what we were getting ready to do interviews and everything. I'm like, I've got to find these guys. I've got to talk to them. It's, you know, I like putting a name and a face together. So it's been good seeing. I really enjoyed it. All right, guys, here we are again at the NRA annual meetings here in Dallas. We're about the end of the day. We're here with Tad with Palmetto State Armory. Tad, it's good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
So, Tad, I saw the previews of this from SHOT, and I've watched those videos on YouTube talking about it. So tell us all about it, man.
So this is the 570 shotgun, designed from the ground up to be a modular shotgun that you can build at home, that you can reconfigure at home. No need for weld, stakes, everything you can do at home. If you want to change out your barrel length, your mag tube length, you know, everything inside of here is user-friendly to configure how you want. You can build it from scratch and build in a lot of features that people are going to appreciate.
Absolutely.
So you know, kind of walk through it. You got a top tank safety, action release in your high rated position. So when you want to open that action, it's right there. They're all optics cut, like just standard option. You know, every one of them will be optics cut. You got 870 furniture compatibility. So if you got a set that you like, you can toss that on there. And just like I said, we're selling this kit, so you build them. If there's a certain set of furniture you want, you can buy the gun without furniture and put it on yourself. You don't have to waste that extra money.
Nice.
Right? And then our lockup system with our barrel is different than of the shotguns out there. We don't lock up in the front. We lock up in the rear.
And what that means is that the barrel length does not dictate your magazine tube capacity. You don't have like a 6-shot 18.5-inch barrel. Your 18.5-inch barrel is an 18.5-inch barrel, and you can change out your magazine tube to configure how you want it. This bracket will move around to accommodate for that. And once you slide that off, these are block front sights. Right? So the same sights that we're using on our dagger, you have a large option of front sights out there. So you want red dot, green dot, high visibility, you want a white dot. You want tritium night sights. All that stuff's already out there, and it's not. You don't need to go buy like a proprietary one for a shotgun. And you put that back on and move around where you want it to be, and it's like you said, it's completely user friendly to tear apart. You pop that pin closed trigger housing. You can pull all the guts out without having to take off your barrel. You can clean your gun a lot easier. And so the idea is to bring people a modular shotgun that they can build and they can configure just like your AR, just like your dagger.
That's cool. And so from what you're telling me, it was really lightweight too, and you're absolutely, this is amazing. It's awesome how light it is, and I like the whole practicality of it. You get the best features of a lot of shotguns, and then you add an even new one.
Yep.
This to me is one of the best features there is.
Absolutely. Once you get used to that, you can't go back.
No,
you cannot go back.
No,
it's right there. It's just natural.
Intuitive. Now you're still off a little bit for us left-handers, but
don't worry, we're working on it, and you guys won't be disappointed.
No, I've never been disappointed with any of you guys' stuff. We run the daggers all the time as our training pistols, and the funny thing is, I can't keep them as training pistols because I end up having people come out to class and they're like, "Hey, where did you get that?" I'm like, "From Palmetto State." Well, do I have to buy it from them or can I buy it from you? I'm like, "If you buy it from me, I'll have to buy a new one." So yeah, we'll just do that. So
that works. So well, hopefully you have a shotgun that you can train people on, and they're going to ask the same questions.
I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on this. So are these released yet?
They're not. So they're still in the development industrialization phase where we're ramping up tooling to get you the best price we possibly can on it.
Awesome.
So you can look forward to that later on, kind of next year, as we go through the testing, we get everything ramped up for production, get you all those variations in barrel lengths that you want, magazine tube lengths, furniture sets, really build out a package that it can be modular, that you can, once we launch it, you can buy the configuration you want, you can make the configuration you want.
Are you thinking about any other calibers other than 12 gauge?
So 12 gauge right out of the rip, and then we're going to kind of expand that so you have all those barrel length options, you have all those different choke tube options. You can build the gun you want, and then we'll see where the future takes us.
Cool. Sounds good.
Awesome.
Thanks, Dad. Appreciate it.